guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be doing this video. I haven't posted on this channel in so long. I just got back from a 3-month long tour of Asia. I went to Japan, Bali, and then I spent a little bit of time in Paris. And now I'm back in the States because we are approaching Q4. If you don't already know, Q4 is the time that content creators, UGC creators, influencers, creators who do brand deals, who work with brands, who partner with companies like myself, this is the time where we make the most amount of money. So if you are a UGC creator looking to scale, or you're looking to get into UGC, now is the perfect time because we're literally approaching Q4, which brands have the most amount of money because it is the end of the year. They have to max out their marketing dollars. It's the holidays. This is literally the time where you can make the most amount of money as a UGC creator. So with that being said, I want to talk about some of the mindset, psychology, habits, behaviors, patterns, and traits of successful people. So if you are new here, my name is Charisma. I'm a full-time UGC creator, online entrepreneur. I'm also a mentor and a coach to people who want to do what I do. But most importantly, my mission, I feel like God literally put me on this earth. I was just telling my best friend this today, that I am on a mission to help women get rich. To get rich online, to use your phone to make 5 figures or more a month. That is my dream and goal for you, because literally just 4 years ago in October when I started UGC, that is when my life changed forever. But what I didn't know is that most people think that entrepreneurship is all about strategy, and the reason why people are not successful entrepreneurs, the reason why people aren't able to make money online is because they don't have the correct strategies, they don't have the right equipment. But the true reason and the true meaning behind success as an entrepreneur is 90% personal development and inner work. Okay, 90% of being a successful online entrepreneur is not going to come down to the strategies that you use. It's going to come down to who you are, how you behave, how you think, and how you are being. And so this is the video that I wanted to talk about today, is that I feel like I've made tons of videos, not tons, I don't have that many videos on this channel, but I feel like myself and everyone always talks about the strategies, but not a lot of people talk about what it actually takes and who you have to become to see success. So one of the first things that I'm gonna say is that you will become what you repetitively think about. You become the thoughts in your mind, and your life is created by your belief systems. So the first step to seeing success is going to come down to mastering your mindset. You have to have a bulletproof mind. And the reason why you have to have a bulletproof mind is because entrepreneurship is full of uncertainty. Entrepreneurship is filled with you just don't know what is going to come next. It's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of black, gray area. There's a lot of risk involved in entrepreneurship. And so you have to have a bulletproof mind, because a lot of things won't work out the way you think it's gonna work out. I know when I first wanted to make money online, and this is why people give up, is because I tried everything to make money online. I tried drop shipping, I tried being an influencer, I tried reselling clothes on Poshmark, I opened up an Etsy store and I sold handmade body products. I've had many drop shipping stores, I've had many failed businesses, but the entire point of me failing with those businesses was not to be successful. The entire point of my failed business ventures before I became successful with UGC was to fail. Through failing through those online businesses, I developed one of the greatest traits that you have to be a successful entrepreneur, which is resiliency, which is the ability to fail and get back up every single time. So if you're currently in the beginning of your journey and you're trying things and you're failing and you're trying things and you're putting money and you're wasting money and you're buying courses and it's not working and you feel like you're doing everything and just nothing is working, good. Like, this is the moment where people make or break. Like, this moment right now that you're going through is the determining factor on whether or not you will be successful. What I learned about business, being a business owner myself, is that you think you're working on the business, but the business is working on you. So the entire point of you creating your business is actually the personal development work happening in real time, which means you think that you're doing this for money, you think that you're working on the business, but what business teaches you is it teaches you resiliency, it teaches you delayed gratification, it teaches you discipline, it teaches you how to believe in yourself, how to hold the vision even when nothing is literally working. It teaches you so many traits and skill sets that you need that have nothing to do with the strategies. It's a journey of becoming. That is what it is. So right now, you are in the journey of becoming. The season that you're in, if you're in that season of like trying and failing and nothing is working, it is working. The business is working on you. You are becoming somebody who doesn't give up. You are becoming somebody who pushes past failure. That, because it continues to happen. Like, once you start your first successful business and you're like, oh my God, it's working, it's real, like it's happening, you're gonna keep failing. You're gonna have failures in the business as you're making money, because you're gonna wanna grow. You're not gonna wanna stop at 10K a month. You're gonna wanna keep growing. If you're somebody like me and you are a growth-minded person and you are the kind of person that wants to expand, that wants to grow, that wants to do all these amazing things, right? So that is the first thing, is that mindset. And even if you are a UGC creator right now, content creator, and you are scaling, right? You might be like, why am I not making consistent 5-figure months? Why am I not scaling the way that I want to scale? The business is working on you. Okay, it might be teaching you that you need to hire a mentor. It might be teaching you that you need to raise your prices. It might be teaching you that you need to switch to a different business model. I was just making a video today on my TikTok, how if you want to scale consistently to 5-figure months and not have income dips and unpredictable income as a UGC creator, because when you're a UGC creator, it's like, even like entrepreneurship, like you have income dips. But I was sharing how when I switched my business model from taking on single UGC projects and just stacking them to putting my clients on a monthly retainer deal, it was a game changer for my business. I had less income dips. I felt more stable. I had, clients on 3, 6, 12-month contracts, so I know exactly how much is coming in. And this is exactly what I teach UGC creators who are looking to scale to consistent 5-figure months. So if you are somebody who wants to get into UGC, you're new to online entrepreneurship, you haven't really made money, but you want to do this, you want to do what I do, you want to make money from your phone, work with brands, you have a passion for content and entrepreneurship and success, then I will leave, I have resources for you down below where you can learn how you can take the first steps to becoming a UGC creator. I have a bundle for you, UGC bundle. I'll leave them all down below. And more specifically, if you're a UGC creator who is looking to scale, like you're already getting brand deals, but they're not consistent and they're not high ticket brand deals, like it's a lot of like low level brand deals, like $200-$300 video deals, and you wanna switch to the retainer business model where you put your clients on 2, 3, 4, 5K retainer per month. Join my masterclass that I'm hosting. I'm hosting a masterclass on how to land $1,000 to $6,000 monthly retainers using Upwork. Upwork is where I find 90% of my retainer UGC deals. This is a gold mine if you want retainer clients. So I'm hosting that masterclass. Join down below. It's happening this Friday. I'm really excited. I feel like a lot of my success as an online entrepreneur has a lot to do with nothing about making money. So another habit, trait, mindset shift that I went through to achieve my level of success online with making money with UGC, making money from my phone, is prioritizing my self-care and prioritizing my morning routine, my night routine, meditation, like all the wellness things. I work out every day. I genuinely feel like working out every day, meditating every day, having a solid morning and night routine has really been the structure to my success, because doing those things has helped me maintain stability. It has helped me maintain not just like myself, but you are your business. Your business isn't running around outside on two legs. You are the business. So if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you are like watching crappy things, like you're watching the news, drama and gossip shows that are not going to help you scale or grow as a person, your level of success as an entrepreneur is connected and directly tied to your personal growth, your personal development, and yourself. And what I mean by this is, like I said, your business isn't walking around on 2 feet. So if you want to grow your business, if you want to start your business, don't put all your money necessarily into all the strategies. Put and bet everything on yourself. Develop yourself. When you develop yourself, you develop and grow the business. When you cap your personal growth, you cap your business. So things like, keeping my commitments to the gym, I became the kind of person who kept my commitments. And so that translated into my business, where I keep my commitments in my business. When I'm saying I'm gonna do something, I do it, right? So that's just one example of developing the self develops the business. Another thing that I wanna touch on, which I feel like was huge for me in my success as an online entrepreneur, is controlling and limiting what I plug into and what I consume. Because your subconscious mind soaks in everything, whether you like it or not. It's soaking in the negative conversations that you're having with your friends and family about money. It's soaking in all the social media content that you're watching, that there's not enough, that content is oversaturated, that there's a recession, that there are no jobs, that men suck. Like all these things, your subconscious is listening 100% of the time. It is soaking in everything. So I limit and control what I am consuming on social media, TV shows, movies, the books, the conversations I have. I train my subconscious mind to be abundant, to think in terms of opportunity. I don't see problems, I see opportunities for growth. And this has been a huge game changer for me, because a requirement for success is going to be establishing and cultivating an abundance mindset and an optimistic mindset. Because when things are going bad in your business, when things are happening, you're gonna need the mindset to be like, okay, what is this teaching me? Instead of why is this happening, what is this teaching me? And you can use this mental model for wherever you are in your entrepreneurship journey, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Whatever challenge you're facing right now where you seem like you can't get to your goal, ask yourself, not why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? And this is the mindset, these are the mental models that you are going to need. Okay, mindset, like I said, is everything. And the last thing that I want to touch on, I feel like I could make like 10 more parts to this series. Let me know in the comments if I should and if you made it this far. But the last thing that I want to talk about is investing in yourself. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a coach, because I think people think like, oh, you're just a coach, you sell coaching, you want to get people into your coaching. I genuinely don't care whether you invest in my coaching, someone else's coaching, a book, a library card so you can get those books. Like, I don't care what it is, but you need to be investing in yourself. I did not get to where I am today, where I'm traveling around the world, going away halfway across the world for 3 months. Who does that? Making money from my phone, having clients, making like money online, living my dream life. I didn't get here by not investing in myself. Like, I have invested thousands of dollars, multiple 5 figures, from courses, mentorships, books, programs. Like, I invest in myself. I literally am thinking about going to Tony Robbins because I've never been. I'm like trying to decide if my travels line up with that date, but Tony Robbins is actually hosting a event in Miami, and if the dates align, because I'm supposed to be going away again, because you guys know I love to travel during that time, so I'm just trying to make sure that I can attend, and if the dates match up, I'm going to be going. And I think the ticket was like $1,000 or something like that. So I don't care about the price, because to me, it's more expensive to stay the same. So while you're nickeling and diming yourself to success, you're nickeling and diming your personal growth for money. It doesn't make sense to me, because you don't have the money, and that is why you're stuck. Because a good entrepreneur doesn't think about the cost. We think, how can we afford it? What do I need to do to afford this? I was just talking in my TikTok video how the first course that I ever bought, I couldn't afford. I was making $18 an hour at the time, and at this job, I was a part-time worker, so I only was bringing in like $2,000 a month, and my rent was $1,000, and I had to pay my car insurance, food. So at the end of the month, I was always broke, and I was always like going to my mom. Luckily, I had my mom, like I can go over her house and eat her food. If it wasn't for my mom, like I would be done, right? Because she lived like at the time like 30 minutes away from me, and she would also like pay for my nails and stuff, because I literally couldn't afford it. And I really wanted this course that was $1,000. And I saved up the money. I just did whatever I could to save up the money. I ended up also like taking risk. Like, I remember at the time there was this like a coin, I think it was Dogecoin. And actually I remember, like, you have to be creative. Like, I didn't know how to make money outside of my job at the time. So my thing, and I couldn't ask for extra hours because like that just wasn't a thing then, or like based on the schedule, they couldn't give me more hours. So I remember one of my coworkers who was trading with Robinhood was talking about Dogecoin. And I was like, you know what? I am going to take the risk. Like, entrepreneurship is about uncertainty. It's about leaning into the uncertainty. It's about taking the risk. It's about doing the scary thing. Even if you know that there could be potentially be a downside, you have to look at the upside. And I was just watching someone the other day talk about how risk is actually an illusion. So they were saying that risk is an illusion. And I thought about it, and I was like, that is so true, because what if you took the risk on starting the business? What if you took the risk to become a UGC creator like me, to start an online business, right? What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you work the same job you're working right now. Like, it's an illusion. But we have all this fear in our mind of like, what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail in public? What if people see, like, the worst case scenario is you stay where you are right now. And you are where you are right now, right? So back to the story about the coworker with the Dogecoin. So I took the risk. It was scary. I didn't know what I was doing. He actually helped me set up my Robinhood account, and he like helped me make the trade. And I think I put in like $500. Like, I don't even know where I had $500, but in my mind I was like, I'm gonna go big. I think I put like probably like all of my money. This was not smart. This was totally not smart, but I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying, I think I put like, I don't know I can't remember. I don't know if it was 300, 500. I could probably look back at my Robinhood statements and like go back to those years. But I just remember putting in a lot of money, and then a few days later, I like tripled my investment, and then I made like over $1,000. Like I said, these might not be exact numbers, but I know that I made over $1,000 from this investment. And then I cashed it out, and then as soon as I cashed out, I remember Dogecoin, like I literally was one of those people like that got lucky during that period, because I remember as soon as I cashed out, the next day or a few days later, the coin just dropped and then it never went back up. So that was an example of a risk that I took, that I just went for it, because I'm like, I literally have nothing to lose. Like, I gotta like get this course. So I ended up like doing that, saving up the money to buy this course that I literally couldn't afford. And the logical, smart thing would have been to save that money. That's why I also say, like, if you want illogical results, you have to do illogical things, and you have to act on faith, because that was not the smart, logical, financial thing to do. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be financially smart, but I'm saying that sometimes you have to take a risk. So this was a good risk. I'm not saying like, you know, spend all your money at the mall, just, you know, because this was a risk. This was an investment and a risk that was to my future. It wasn't like I was, you know, buying a designer handbag that's gonna like depreciate. Like, I was investing in something that had a huge potential upside, because I really needed this course to help me. And so that's another thing, is like, sometimes you have to ditch logical thinking and you have to act on faith, and you have to walk with the fear and just believe. And so that is what I did. I couldn't afford my first $1,000 course. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to invest in yourself. I am still investing in myself. I still am hiring mentors, learning, growing myself, so that I can continue to grow my business, expand my quality of life, and like, my goal in life is to see myself at my highest potential. That has always been my goal, is I want to see myself at my highest potential. And that should be your goal too. And I see so many comments on my TikTok of people being like, because you know, I teach Upwork now. I'm showing UGC creators how to land 4-figure monthly retainer deals using the platform Upwork. And people were complaining that like, oh, this costs money. Oh, you have to pay for the connect. And I'm like, I don't even want those people in my energy, on my page, in my field, because successful people invest in themselves. Successful people believe in their ability, and it's because those people don't believe in themselves. They don't want to make the investment because they don't have that level of faith. But when you have that level of, not even faith, conviction, when you have this level of conviction, when you have this level of knowing in your soul that you are supposed to be rich, like I have been feeling this way since I was 18 years old. I had this awakening where I was like, I'm supposed to be, I kind of actually knew this my whole life, but at 18, that's when I realized that it was actually possible. When I saw a girl on YouTube, her name is Tatiana James. If you guys know the Project Life Mastery, Tatiana and Stephen James, back in like 2017, they made this video of like, she makes $40,000 a month on Amazon. And I remember thinking that was like so much money. Now I don't think that's a lot of money, but I was like, oh my gosh, like I could do this. Like I could find a way to like make money online and I could actually be rich. But ever since I was a little girl, I had this deep knowing that I was supposed to be extremely wealthy. And if that's you, if you know in your heart, if you know in your soul, if you know that you are supposed to be extremely rich in this lifetime, I want you to hit the subscribe button, because you're my girl, you're my people, and you're gonna do this. Like, I'm here to help you. I'm also on the journey to creating massive amounts of wealth for myself, for my family. So if that is you, make sure you hit the subscribe. I would love for you to join this community. And yeah, guys, I think that is all I wanted to say in this video. This video is already like super long, 25 minutes. Let me know if you made it to the end. Make sure you check the description for resources if you want to become a UGC creator, or if you're a UGC creator looking to scale to 5 figures a month. I'm here for you, girl. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. If you have any video requests too, let me know. I would love to take any requests for you guys, talk about any topics that you need me to talk about. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.